I have 2 cold opens. They could both be shit and maybe not work, or they could be fine. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a warm open?
No, unfortunately, I do not have a warm open. So my first one is, you know how Nick is kind of like old now, right? And like his eyes may not work the best. You know, he doesn't put as much effort into things. Last night I was looking for Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. And I found Youngblood.
Oh.
Exactly where it goes. In the exact spot it's supposed to be.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So you can have it since you found it.
So now there's 2 copies in here. I got one over there with fucking Donnie Darko. But I put it back and I showed Taylor and she was like, wow, that's exactly where it goes.
Really? Because I looked there. And when's the last time you guys put a movie back?
Oh, like 18 years.
Yeah. So, I mean...
But yeah, so I felt we have 2 Youngbloods now. Maybe we could send one to Billy Jackson.
Maybe I just panicked because, like, we came home from camping. I knew I had to watch it before that, and you were asleep because it was, like, noon.
But my second one is, which this could all be one opening, I guess. It could be the start of the podcast, potentially. Last Tuesday, Taylor and Angela got me Chinese food while we were playing Warzone. I never opened my fortune cookie, and I thought, I'll do it on the podcast.
Isn't there a song? No, it's Christmas. Never mind.
We can sing. Last Tuesday, I got a fortune cookie, and now I'm gonna open it and see what my fortune is.
Confucius says, don't fucking sing.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, just read it.
Nick and Hess sing, and it's a cool little ditty. Jerome sings, and, you know, everybody poops on him. They're like, hey, Jerome. This is already so messy. Does anybody want to know my special numbers?
What does
If
that
it's not 69, then just don't even read them.
mean? Bro, it's 96.
Okay.
Right. Fair.
Tomorrow is a good day for trying something new.
Anal.
Hey, Hess, you want to come over tomorrow?
No.
Well, there goes that. I'm going to put my little fortune right here.
Tomorrow. What? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You're going to watch Loki tomorrow. Nice.
Oh, shit, I will try something new.
He just threw that on his rug.
He's going to go to fucking
Hopefully Joey likes
adult-
fucking fortune cookies.
an adult boutique and
Ooh.
visit one of the arcades.
See a glory hole, be like...
I don't think...
Wow.
I'm like, wow, this feels like a grandma.
Why do I feel like you'd be on the other side of the hole?
All right, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm your sexy little police officer over here, Jerome King.
I'm Nick.
Yes.
And today, boys and girls,
That's the sound of the police.
talking about what?
Did not expect that. Look, KRS-One. Wow.
But first, we gotta do a Twitter poll. You can follow us at the Real Pleeka on Twitter if you would like to get in on the polls. Since this is my movie, I will go first. And to try to lock in Nick's vote, which I got a feeling is not going to work, but I'm trying to get his vote.
You never know.
I'm picking Michael Pena and Shooter.
Well, I mean, it's a fucking awesome movie, so...
Well, me and Hess will be the judge of that.
Fuck off.
I've seen it. I like it.
I've seen it too. It's really good, actually.
I've never seen it. I've never seen
Can you
it.
imagine, you've been lying this whole time. You've
I
never
haven't read the
actually seen it?
books. Yeah. I don't know anything about his dad.
You know how like nerdy is the only way I can describe it, how we are? How many times have we watched Shooter and then went, hey, you want to play like Modern Warfare or something?
Like every time?
Afterwards, we want to play Warzone. But so I got Shooter. Who would like to go next?
I can go next because it looks like Hess is frozen.
He's not on
You're
frozen. On my
frozen.
screen.
You're frozen.
Frozen on my screen.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
just kidding. I'll go next. I got Clee Sloan, I think is his name.
Do you want to
It's
use
the
it in a
di-
sentence?
It's the dude that Michael Pena fights in the beginning.
Oh, okay, I like that. I think that was a fun scene.
And I'm going to go Training Day.
Training
Ooh,
Day. Wow, okay.
I like it.
You've been trying to get me to watch that for a long time.
I've been fucking...
Dig
I've never seen Training Day.
Yeah, I know.
So I will be the judge of that.
This motherfucker said...
That's the one that's written by the same guy that made End of Watch, right? David Ayer. Didn't he write Training Day?
think so. You might have to look it up. I know we just picked the same director for both movies.
Yeah, David Ayer wrote Training Day.
So, I mean, yeah.
So all our movies are connected. Not even by the actors. So Hess, what is your movie? Who's your actor? What are we watching?
I'm gonna go with David Harbour and Black Mass.
Oh, that's good. I didn't even know he was in that. I feel like we talked about that movie recently.
It's 'cause I don't think
someone else that I didn't know was in it.
I just don't think we knew who he was when we were watching his older movies.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
like
who else? What we just talked about Black Mass recently? Who else was in that?
I don't know, Hess picked it
Johnny
before.
Depp, Benedict Cumberbatch, Dakota
Oh,
Johnson.
maybe it was Benedict Cumberbatch that I didn't know was in it. Because I don't think I knew
No,
he
it was
in
someone. I think it was someone that Hess picked, and then we. But
Jesse Plemons.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost went with the Equalizer.
I was gonna go with that, but you said you'd already watched it,
Oh,
so I
thank,
was like,
thank
I'm
you.
Oh, what a
definitely
look at you two in cahoots over there, you little rats.
definitely not getting that vote.
So what hashtag should I use for this one?
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Okay.
Hashtag Rally the Valley.
Is that a racial thing before I put it down?
Oh no, Denzel Washington says that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was like the KKK is in Arizona and they're like rally the valley, you know.
Oh no, Valley's the Suns play tonight.
Okay, got it.
Jesus.
Just trying to make sure. Just trying to make sure. Sometimes he throws things at me and I don't quite understand, and then next thing you know,
I mean, quick, search Twitter, see who died.
I could be the next Chris D'Elia by accident because Hess is telling me to say some bad stuff, and then we hear
That's the sound of the police.
knock down my door and arrest
so
me.
did you get Rally the Valley?
Yeah, I got that.
Also, what is trending in the United States is what not to do during sex.
Okay.
Kid Rock's trending.
The poll is live, ladies and gentlemen.
I honestly don't know what to pick. Yeah, I like it when all three movies. I was like, oh, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
That's
saying
fucking-
sometimes that doesn't happen?
Yeah, most of the time actually.
Wow, look at Nick fucking throwing shade at us.
I said, looking back over time.
All right, my cool cats.
That's the sound of the police.
It's time to talk about End to Watch, baby. I have a new thing. Instead of us, I forget what we even started with before. Is why
How'd you like the movie?
why you picked the movie. Instead, I said whoever's movie it is, they have to describe the movie in 10 words or less.
Oh my
Oh,
Jesus.
well, thank God it's you.
Yeah. So, okay. 2 cops. Very fun. Kind
You
of
don't have this written down.
kind of sad. Ends in a shooting.
Wow.
End to watch.
Wow.
I think you said kind of sad as 2 words.
It is 2 words.
Kind.
Kinda. Oh no,
I'm just giving you shit.
Kinda is a word.
Oh, kind. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then it's 9. You get an extra word.
Penis.
Wow.
Hess, you'd seen this before, right?
Yeah.
This was Nick's very first time. We popped his End to Watch cherry.
So here's the thing.
We started.
I've never
out,
seen this
friends.
before because I know I would remember the knife in what's his name's face. That was
Oh, in
disgusting.
David Harbour's eye, I was fucked up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But like the dancing thing at the wedding, I've seen that before.
Oh, really?
For some reason, I knew one of them lived, and I was pretty sure it wasn't Michael Pena, but I was confused.
Oh, how'd you know that?
Well, for one, I was like, one of them lived, right? And then I'm like, do I know that? And then I only saw one coffin, and then I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. So I didn't remember, but I did.
Oh.
And then that last scene, totally seen before. So I don't know what the fuck I watched.
So you watched this movie and just like skipped around apparently?
I don't know, or maybe I caught it like on HBO or something.
Well, now that you've seen the full story, you weren't skipping around this time. How'd you like it?
I loved it. It was great.
I think. Do you guys think this is the best cop movie?
No,
You answered that.
you ever
right?
seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
Multiple times actually. Probably way too many times.
How about Cop Out?
Because of like, yeah, Jesus Christ,
I've never actually-
I own Cop Out on Amazon.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you don't really need to. But I do have some trivia here if you guys are interested.
Okay.
As a part of the training, Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena spent 5 months doing 12-hour ride-alongs with on-duty
That's
LAPD
crazy.
officers. During the very first ride-along, Gyllenhaal witnessed a murder.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking gnarly. Like, I'm gonna go on a ride-along for this movie. Oh fuck, that guy's dead.
It doesn't surprise me that and especially with Michael Pena, he's pretty method.
Yeah, I can see them both getting
Yeah.
like really into that. And then most of the crude banter between Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena was improvised, which I feel like you can kind of tell.
Yeah, there's a couple times where they like laugh at each other, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh, they're
and
just totally
in
making
their
it.
relationship, it just seems very real. Like they really
The
like
whole
each other.
movie seems very real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done very well.
Yeah, no, I really liked it.
And it's funny watching this. You're like, okay, like David, we get it. You like cops because he does like this, but more in the Mexican gang side with the Shia LaBeouf movie.
Right.
And it's
So is
just
that what you
not
were hoping
good.
the Shia LaBeouf movie was going to be like?
Yes, because I saw this, I thought, oh, that's gonna be fucking awesome because it's that and Shia LaBeouf.
Well, I got news for you. I let you buy it on Amazon because
Yeah, oh,
it's the same guy that wrote Training Day.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, if it's anything like Training Day. And then you said you hated it. I never watched it.
It's still, I think it's worth a watch because of how
Are you talking
bad.
about Tax Collector?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That shit's on Hulu.
It
wasn't when it came
It wasn't
out.
when I got it when I watched your house last.
I'm just saying it's on. I mean, it's on Hulu now.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think it is still worth a watch because there's parts where they're like, oh, I could see this being good, and then there's other spoilery things that you're just like, what were you even thinking here? Like there's parts where like you like if this was an end to watch movie, there would be parts that are like extremely sad, but then it's not. It doesn't lead up as good, so you just don't care.
well, that's good. It's always good when you don't care about a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen
the
it.
word "fuck" is used 326 times, making this film the 9th in the all-time profanity list.
Do you have how many times
Wow.
they said dude?
No, the dude and bro is a lot.
Dude was yeah.
And partner.
I mean, I think they
Look-
said dude more
look-
than dude, where's my car?
The partner thing makes sense to me. I kind of wondered that throughout the movie, and I was like, oh, it makes sense if you're in like a crime scene area, like where they're holding a gun to a guy's head, and you're just saying partner because you know exactly who you're talking to.
and
Not
because
like,
they were partners.
well, yeah, and they wanted to make out.
Yeah.
But then instead of being like, hey, Dan, and then like, but if there's another Dan there and he starts shouting, you know,
Right.
you're not gonna have another partner in the room.
It's too many Dans.
The one of the things that threw me was America Ferrara being in this.
I was surprised she was in it, but she was good.
She's the girl from
No, yeah,
from
she
Superstar,
was
right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like her in this a lot.
I've only ever seen her in like TV shows, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
fucking."
I completely forgot she was in this too.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen her that much.
There's a few people in this that I forgot were in it. Like they just kept popping up, like her, David Harbour, and I think I have some written down for random cameo or whatever. That surprised me too. This one I kind of never thought about, but the film takes place over 8 months.
Oh, okay.
Like I
Wow.
think you can kind of watch it and just kind of feels like a couple weeks go by.
Oh, except for the whole baby thing.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
if there's like some things like you just kind of look over that though when like you go look back in the movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. And then I think I had one more. Oh, right here. I couldn't find it. Was on the bottom. For some reason, I took every other screenshot with the trivia on the top, and then this last one on the bottom. In the original draft, both Taylor and Zavala die at the end, but David Ayer thought it was too much for the audience to handle, so he let one of them survive.
It
Wow.
seemed like they thought it was too much because they put that last scene in it after the funeral.
Yeah. I remember in theaters, it was like, because the whole movie, it's just like fun.
Oh, you
and
saw
you're
this in
watching-
theaters?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Me and Mauser saw it together, and it
Oh, is that why Mauser wanted to be a cop?
probably inspired him.
He's like, I want to be Jake Gyllenhaal. Jerome's like, I want to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. What's funny is I probably called him Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the movie. But we watch like it's fun the whole time, and then like sometimes it gets very intense, like with the fire scenes and all that, and then you get to the end, and like the whole you could just feel like all the mood in the entire theater was just like, oh man.
I figured they were fucked at the end.
I see. I was hoping for them to beat. I actually.
mean, they had 4
watching this
people with
originally,
AKs.
I thought the Black Gang was gonna help them out and save the day. Watching this originally, and I was gonna be like, yeah, and then it didn't happen. Even watching it again this time, I tricked myself, and I was like, well, I know Michael Pena dies, but is the reason he survives is because
he told
the
him to
gang
watch
comes?
out.
Yeah, but I thought they got saved by the gang, but they didn't.
No, not even close.
Yeah,
Maybe they were on their way. We don't know.
I don't think so.
Could have been.
I mean, and he was fucked. I mean, there was nothing he could do.
Yeah.
When Jake Gyllenhaal first got shot, I was like, drag his ass to that pickup and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't? But then you just kind of tell he's probably gonna die.
Well, I realize it's a movie, but it felt like an eternity for the cavalry to get there.
Yeah, well, I even like that when he's like,
Like-
where the fuck is Calvary? He's like yelling for them, like, where are they? And then literally
Yeah.
seconds before they get there, he gets shot by like 18 people.
Response time. Kill you every time.
But it's a down officer. They should be.
Oh, well.
They were snappy when David Harbour needed help. They're better cops than everybody else, and they're constantly getting yelled at.
That's what got him in trouble.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, if they wouldn't have pulled over that cowboy with the CD,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty lame,
Yeah.
none of this would have happened.
Didn't a lot of this remind you like it would be a story in Breaking Bad, and if like you just replace those cops, like if that was like
Well,
Walt and Jesse, they would somehow get out of it.
And-
And but like it seemed like that story, like them just being good cops, doing something, having fun,
Yeah.
fucked up the mob thing. Even that one soldier tried to warn them and all that shit. Like it kind of reminded me a little bit of Breaking Bad with those bits.
Did it help that the bad guy is in Breaking Bad?
Was he really
Yeah.
the guy that made the call? That was like
The main Mexican bad guy.
Dr. Evil or whatever,
Yeah.
Mr. Evil.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't notice that. Who's he in Breaking Bad?
I forget. But if you pull him up, it's the first thing you see.
Oh, okay, I'll have to look that up later. Is there anything that you two would change about the movie? I kind of don't think there's anything I would change.
I like the camera work a lot.
Yeah, I
How
really
they-
like that, especially how they use it as like making a documentary kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
they
cool.
Put it on the shotguns a couple times.
It's- it's like one
I
of
like
those-
even the opening when he's like filming and then he's like, here's yours, and like they put it on their little
Yeah.
on their outfits and like, look, I'm filming you, you're filming me.
They did a
The-
good job with it.
the thing that I thought was weird was, so Jake Gyllenhaal's like filming, everything, and then like the fucking cholos were fucking. One of them was filming too. Like,
It's like a
Yeah,
YouTube
that
thing.
bit
I was
I felt
like,
like that was a little bit of a stretch,
Seems a little much, but okay.
but it's like whatever, it's a
I
movie.
think there's people that do that.
Yeah, there is, but like it's coincidence that they're filming at the same
Yeah.
time that cop's filming for a class, and then they interact.
It's a movie.
Yeah, well, that's why you just gotta look
Yeah.
over that. But like
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
part that I was like, it's a little bit of a stretch.
They did a good job with it. I could see it going bad in different hands.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's I feel like David Ayer is very hit and miss with things. I think it
Well,
depends.
and if they would, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I say it just depends on. I feel like how much like he's allowed to put everything into it,
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people could fuck up this movie.
Yeah. But it was great. I really liked it. I was glad we watched it.
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if they get in anyone else's apartment other than with the crying baby, they probably
Yeah, and if they
get out.
if they
get
could have
out.
just shut that girl up.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like most people are gonna freak out. Two cops come in, especially in that neighborhood.
Yeah, but if you just heard like 100 AKs shooting outside, you might be like, oh, I need to be quiet because all that's gonna be coming into here and shooting my baby as well.
That's true.
So I feel like
Yeah.
you might be panicking, but you're like, I'm gonna go panic in my bedroom. Be quiet.
I
please.
got a question. Do you know when they get that gold AK?
That's a cool scene.
Liberace's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liberace's AK. Yeah,
When he pulled it out, did you go, man, that guy gets a lot of headshots?
that actually never crossed my mind.
Okay.
Did not cross mine either, but
Someone might be playing a little too much Resurgence on his downtime. He's won like 16 games in the past day. He's just playing Resurgence
Wow.
constantly.
That's
He's
not
trying
true.
to pass us really high in leaderboards, but he can never pass my KD in that. 'cause
That's not true.
he's a little poo-poo boy.
Whatever.
it happens. It happens. It is what it is.
Do you guys have a best scene / quote from the movie? I got a couple written down here. If you
I
don't have
told
any.
you that there's a lot of cool scenes like when, like with guns and stuff and people getting shot. Like, what? I can never say his name. David what?
Harbor.
Harbor, when he has the knife and they have to go find
yeah.
the guy.
When
and that
his
girl's-
partner's face is bashed
she
in.
was fucked up.
Ugh.
But I gotta say, the moment where I thought I was watching our podcast,
Yeah, I forgot he brought this up.
where he looks at him and is like, "Oh, I love him. I go down on him." And then
Yeah, we talk about the captain. He's like, yeah, I admire, like he's like, I'd go down on him.
and he goes, "Dude, I gotta know when you're kidding." And he's like, "I'm not kidding." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm watching Random Ramblings."
He's like, I really go down
Yeah.
on him. And he's just staring at Michael Pena. He's like, dude,
Well,
I don't know.
and then at the
What?
very end, he laughs.
wasn't the to me, was the captain like sincere or was he more just like kind of like being a dick? I don't know.
I did.
I think he was sincere.
I feel like he was, but I feel like to me, he felt like the perfect police captain. Like, it wouldn't surprise
'Cause,
me if
like-
that guy had some kind of background in that.
Because earlier when he walked in, when they came back after they got whatever for the first shit, he was like, "Don't you, like he was kind of being a dick, like calling them out." And then when they bust those guys in with the thing, he's like, looking at the guns, like, "Oh wow, great job," like, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, is he fucking sincere? Is he being like a dick?
No,
Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
I do
I
get
think-
that. He feels like one of those guys that I would every time he talked to me, I'd have to question if he's sincere or not.
I just think he was. I took it as he was by the book. So
yeah,
like,
no, but a guy like that, I feel like I can never tell if you're like just being like, I'm just gonna be nice to this fucking guy, or if he's
well,
like,
you should be nice to me anyway. He's your boss.
no, if he's just doing that to me.
No, I think because like he didn't know, like when they got cleared for the first shooting, and he's like, oh yeah, you got cleared. But if you don't get cleared, I'm not.
He said, yeah, if you do everything right, I have your back.
Yeah.
If not, yeah.
So then they did everything right the second time,
Mm-hmm.
and then although can you really pull someone over because the CD flashed?
I feel like it's hazy police area, you know,
Yeah.
where there like people can
I
kind of make up their
guarantee
own
that
rules.
it's happened before.
Yeah, but people
Well,
have been
I mean,
pulled
yeah.
over for
I
worse shit too.
I know it's happened. I mean, they get pulled over for no reason.
Yeah, one joke in this movie that I was like, oh, I wonder if they would do that if they were making the movie now, is when you know the whole opening, which is probably one of the coolest openings, is just like police cam and them talking and then chasing that car down and all that shit, and they end up killing the guy, and then they arrest the partner or whatever. And as they're leaving from that, because they get put in a different district now, Jake Gyllenhaal goes, "Oh, if we kill someone, Cap, do we get to move back?" Because he says like do something good or whatever. He's like, "If we kill someone, can we go back to 9th?" And like that's a joke as they're walking out. The music starts playing and it goes on. I was like, I don't think they'd be making cops killing pedestrians kind of joke now.
I mean, if you want to be real, I think you should.
Yeah, which that's what I like. This movie did feel very authentic with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people would be turned off by that now.
Well, I also liked in the beginning. You don't know if they're good or bad.
Oh, kind of, yeah, because they just kind of seemed like hotshot cops that.
Yeah,
do
like I
whatever.
thought they were kind of assholes at first, but then I grew to like them. Like especially Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know. He just had that look. He's bald and fucking had the glasses on, and was like all, I don't know. And like,
Usually, if you're bald and wear those kind of glasses, I hate you.
whatever. So then,
What's funny is starting that I wasn't thinking about you. But I was like, oh, you do that, and you're kind of an asshole, so it fits.
go fuck yourself.
But usually, you
you know what I'm
can
saying?
you admit dickheads normally take that look? Like that's
I
like
mean-
if you Google dickhead, they're usually be bald with those kind of glasses.
I'd picture like a little scrawny fucker with a beard and.
I see. I wouldn't wear those glasses though.
No, you'd wear like big old fucking pink ones.
I'd wear like I was actually thinking about that. I was like, that'd be hard for me if I was a cop and they told me to wear those. I'd be like, nah, can I wear like
You can wear whatever glasses you
the
want.
old cop aviator ones? But they always pick those weird, stupid ones.
You shouldn't wear big glasses because you got a little head.
Wow, now you're just insulting me, pal.
Sorry.
That's just rude.
Oh, because you weren't insulting me. My bad.
No, I was.
What,
I was
saying
speaking of.
something.
You talk about how they look like dickheads, but then you like them.
Well, yeah, I just thought I was like I didn't know if they were on the up and up because I hadn't seen the movie.
Well,
and-
no,
and it
but
opens up-
apparently you have. You saw them dance.
I
saw
can't see
them at the
hands.
end.
I don't know. Maybe I made that up in my head or something.
The end.
Yeah, I mean, like unless Michael Pena told that story in another movie.
I don't
I was
think,
like,
I don't
oh,
think
and
that happens often, actually. Like you're not watching Nightmare on Elm Street, he pops up and starts talking about it to watch.
I definitely wasn't watching Nightmare on Elm Street.
But so some of my best scenes I got here is I really like the Michael Pena fight and like the semi beginning of the movie after the intro. and
Was
shit,
that better
when-
than the Jake Paul fight?
I only saw clips of that, so actually I think it probably was.
Okay.
But I thought that was really cool. He took it off and fought the guy. Then the guy respected him for that too, and then they just brought him in, but not for beating up an officer and all that.
Yeah.
That was fun. And then I like all their car banter is really good. I could just watch like a whole show of them sitting in the car talking.
that was really good. I mean, that's kind of what made the movie.
Yeah. And then the house fire scene is intense as fuck. I really like that house fire scene of them crawling in and saving the children and all that, and like them to drag each other out.
Yeah, I had a question about that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't the mom get their kids out before she ran out?
Their moms never do in these
Jesus
movies or TV
fucking
shows.
Christ.
They're always just outside crying. They run out of the house first and then go, "Oh my! Wait a minute! I just remember
My babies!
I have children."
And by the way, I'm not going to tell you how many when you go get them.
Yeah, you're gonna get them. What about my daughter? Hey, maybe let me know next time. There's
They
two
come
kids
back
and a
out.
baby.
My turtles.
That'd be mom. Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I don't know.
But in these, no one. They always the parents walk out and then remember they have kids in every movie or TV show.
I'd be a horrible cop because I'd be like, go get your kids.
You'd be like, "Why don't she died in the fire?"
That's true.
And like,
I
Nick,
didn't think
there's
of
a
that.
bullet hole in her head. You're like,
Gun went off in the house.
She had the gun got so hot in the house it shot her. It's not my fault.
Yeah, just shot her right in the face.
And then the ending shootout is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more
What
intense.
were,
put
they,
in your favorite when they-
what were they doing? They were like shooting what? Shooting ants in a barrel.
Yeah, like
over
shooting
there.
ants in a barrel over
Jesus.
there. Surprise cameo. I got Hopper / David Harbour from Stranger Things. That really threw me off. And then all of a sudden, so it's weird. Like, there's 3 MCU people in this movie now. 4 MCU people. I didn't even think about because Michael Pena too.
Who was?
So you got Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Pena, David Harbour because he's in Black Widow as the Russian Captain America.
Yeah.
And then Crossbones, is that his name?
Oh, I forgot about Crossbones.
Their boss.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Maybe there's more, but that's quite a bit.
Anna Kendrick is Squirrel Girl.
People want her to be, but she's not gonna be.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any surprise cameos? Anybody throw you off?
No, but when I saw David Harbour, I was like, what movie did I just watch? And I had no idea he was in it. And I went back through his IMDb, and I was like, oh, yeah, Equalizer.
Best performance, I'm just going to give it to both of them. Jake and Michael are great.
You know, I'd give it to Jake because...
Because he survived. Like Michael Pena, you didn't put all your effort. What did you think this was, Narcos Mexico?
It was too much like Narcos Mexico. He's just fucking dying.
Did you see the...
How many times am I going to watch him get killed by the cartel?
Rafa, the brother in that,
Raph.
he got supposedly... He's cast as Namor for either Black Panther 2 or whatever the next one.
Oh, no. I didn't
So he'll be like their kind of Aquaman.
He was a good
for Marvel?
actor. He was good.
He got crazy. So he'd be a cool little villain.
They were both really good. I was more surprised by the Jake Gyllenhaal performance.
Yeah, because you keep saying... So now that you watched 18 and a half, I almost said Jake Paul. What is wrong with me with these people's names? Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
I watched 3.
What do you think of him as an actor now?
He's really good in this.
You said that every movie now, so I think you can agree he's a really good actor, right?
He's good. I never said he wasn't good.
You said Joseph Gordon-Levitt is way better than him.
I do think
and that
he's
you
better.
want to lick inside Joseph Gordon-Levitt's asshole.
I never said that.
Didn't you hear him say that?
I can't agree to that.
He can't confirm or deny.
But no, he was. This helps for sure. You like Spider-Man way more than me. He was okay in that.
He's pretty good in that.
He's pretty okay.
He's better than Where's My Bird? Where's My Bird?
Yeah. But he wasn't better than I don't know any words that
Inevitable.
No, I was gonna say something that Michael Keaton said, but I have no idea what he said.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Pete.
So who you giving it to, Hess?
I would give the slide to Jakey.
Okay.
I thought about just giving it to Anna Kendrick because I love her.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like I just said, you're a bald guy that wears asshole glasses.
They're not asshole glasses.
And then she's supposed to be a huge asshole as well. And nobody likes her, at all. So it makes sense that you two are there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, she's a real bitch.
Oh, I love her.
I've heard the same.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, yeah, she'd make me a good actress, but not fun to work with.
Oh. I'd probably do anything she asked.
Yeah, I know. She'd say, like Joseph's butthole, you go, how deep, baby?
That might be pushing it.
Sequel. Nick said he had a couple ideas for the sequel. First off, what's the title?
Well, one is just...
Is it End of Watch...
Two?
End of Watch 2, it's where... There you go. It's where...
Jake Gyllenhaal just gets revenge,
but
not as a cop.
I didn't even
and then
think
he
about him
marries
being in it.
Pena's wife, and then it just has a throuple.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could also just do Stranger Things. I know it's in the 80s, so it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But like
David Harbour retires from this
and then goes to Stranger Things. So
goes to that town.
Apparently, he went in a time jump and then went to that town.
I mean, a lot
Like
of
to
weird
Hess, Indiana.
A lot of weird things happened in Stranger Things.
Like
there
what
you
do
go.
They call it? What do they call it? A hankering universe? What? It's not a hankering.
Oh,
It's not a hankering.
I got a hankering for a universe right now. A tangent universe is what it was.
That motherfucker.
Man, I got a real bad hankering for a universe right now.
I knew it wasn't right, but I figured it would lead to something. We'd figure it out.
That's what she said.
That is a good T-shirt. I got a hankering for a universe.
I got a hankering for a universe. I think Thanos said that.
So are we just making the sequel Stranger Things?
Well, I mean, I like better Jake Gyllenhaal just getting revenge on
who's his partner? He needs to have a partner to help him get revenge.
He's alone. Guy.
Oh, so it's like John Wick.
Yeah, kinda.
But
Except I want him to be like dressed up in like a suit.
No, he's in his police outfit the whole time.
No, I don't want to be a
What
cop.
if you give him? Can't do that.
What were you gonna say?
What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna originally say, what if you give him Aaron Paul to be his partner? But
I like that.
But what if you give him who's the black dude, John David Washington, or whatever?
He's the only
Ooh.
black dude I know. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I like that
Who's
too.
the black dude?
John.
I mean,
John David Washington.
you
whatever
put
the
John
fuck
David
his name.
Washington in any movie, I'm gonna go watch it. So
Yeah. So you put him next to Jakey.
What if he's in a
Okay.
porno with starring your mom? Are you gonna watch that then? You said any movie.
I won't go to the theaters, but I'll watch it on video.
Oh, okay, VOD.
Alright.
Oh,
This is like that's a Dick Dog and Smokey. I don't want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, he played for the Rams. I was also thinking, like, Anna Kendrick and him, they'd get divorced after this, right?
No, she seems very
Yeah, he did-
supportive.
They
She's
get
supportive,
divorced.
but he's like, he's a different person now.
No,
At least in my
I
sequel.
guess she might. She might after he gets revenge.
he doesn't become a deadbeat dad, but he just pays the child support. Doesn't want anything to do with the kid.
Yeah,
Like,
because
he
he's
just
just too busy
pays
getting
the money.
revenge.
Yeah, because he knows
Yeah.
he's a bad dad because he's killing people.
I mean, he's a former Marine, so I mean, like he's got the training.
That could be actually really cool. It's just a whole revenge movie of him being. It's like Rambo, John Wick, just like
Yeah.
so many different scenes because he kills all these people in L.A.
Then he has to go
And then
kill the
there's
cartel.
a time jump of him. All of a sudden, he's like started living a life in Mexico and like just like do all shit. And then he comes out and gets rid of the entire Mexican cartel.
Yeah, he'd have to.
Yeah, that's
Because he doesn't know who made the phone call.
That's true. That's a good movie.
Why, when they called him, did it go the green?
Because it's all cameras, so it's like the satellites that the soldiers were watching.
That little
from.
girl answered. She's
Yeah.
like, "Papa, it's the cartel."
Telephone for you, Papa. So we got did we learn anything? I actually learned something from the IMDb trivia.
Oh my
Why are
God,
you
no
talking
way.
like that?
I don't know. Just enunciate. I don't know. So why do you guys think officers? You know, they're always holding on. This is my impression of an officer all the time.
I
The
need
rest
to,
of their
And
arms.
they're fixing this. Well,
In the left
maybe they are
area.
fixing their arms. But what I saw in the trivia is why Joseph Gordon-Levitt does it in the movie. Motherfucker, I was so good. Jake Gyllenhaal does it in the movie. He's fixing his armor because it rises up. So they fix their armor in their chest. You know how like we played up in Warzone? It'd be like if we had to fix, you know, like it starts going to our necks and we're like, I can't breathe. So you got to fix it down a little bit.
I mean, it makes total sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I've never thought about it though.
I kind of figured they were just fucking with their vest.
Cause,
I always thought they were just hanging on to
Or
something.
just like resting their arms.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
Which
you
apparently they
just
probably
say-
do that as well. But the reason he does it in the car a lot, they said, is he's fixing his armor because it rises up.
Oh, especially when you're sitting.
Yeah, and you do the same thing like playing football. Like you just put your hands right there to fucking let your so you just let your arms hang.
Okay. Did you guys learn anything?
No, I didn't learn a
I
fucking
don't
thing.
think.
You learned that you've seen this movie in parts, I guess.
I
That's true.
learned that the cartel is nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, but we knew that.
So what you're telling me
Yeah.
is,
You ain't wanting to fuck with me, baby.
I kind of wanted
Yeah.
to see the twins come.
oh, that'd be cool. That really connected.
I mean,
to
wrong
Breaking Bad.
state, but you know.
Do you have any questions?
Yo, baby, you have your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
That's a good question.
No.
No, my question was, is do they get divorced afterwards?
I say no.
I think they do.
I think he comes back and he's like, "Baby,
I think
I killed them all."
He's traumatized, and she's like,
Yeah.
I can't take this anymore, you fucking crazy fuck.
And then he goes, "All right,
And then
got one more on my
and then
list
he-
actually."
And then he gets with
Michael Pena's wife.
yeah.
And as he's fucking her, he's looking up and he's like, "Hey, I guess she's been with one more person now."
Wow.
He's like, you always told me I need to get a Mexican wife. Now I got one.
Yeah. There you go, Michael Pena.
That's fucked up.
Well, I mean, it's your movie. You made it. You made that happen by
It was
divorce.
just a question.
You divorced him. You made that happen. So should we find out what the next movie is?
Sure.
Hopefully it's a good movie, huh?
Well, only 9 votes this time, so we're not as popular. None of our hashtags works.
And we could tie. 3-3-3.
Oh, motherfucker.
It could.
Well, there is a tie. In last place, 22% each. Shooter and Black Mass. Training Day 1.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Never seen it, so I can't tell you if I'm excited or not. I have no...
It's a similar movie to what we just
It's
watched.
really similar to this.
All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna compare it hardcore in my head, and I'm gonna write notes.
Well, I got news for you. When you asked me if this was the best cop movie I've seen, I was like, no, Training Day's better.
Yeah, but you're also like I brought up earlier. You're an old man. You don't see very well anymore. Your brain doesn't work because this was right in front of your
I
face.
think you just had this because you were jerking off to Patrick Swayze.
Well, that's the reason I brought it in here right now.
Oh.
You little fucking.
I'm a drum?
Mm-hmm.
You little fucking chick.
Yeah.
You're a retard.
But yeah, we're watching Training Day, boys and girls. You be prepared to describe the movie in 10 words or less.
I think you'll like it, Jerome. If you like this, I don't see how you don't like Training Day.
What if I hate Denzel Washington? What if I think he's overrated?
Nobody thinks
I don't
he's
know
overrated.
anyone who hates Denzel.
What if I think
Jamie Addison?
What if I think
You can
Well,
go suck a fuck.
Well, if anyone who doesn't like Denzel Washington,
He's literally the only
Just-
person I know.
yeah, don't ever talk to me because I could give
just answer me this:
two
Is
fucks
Riddle
about
me
it.
this.
is Training Day better than?
Only the entire time.
Oh, okay, well
Yeah.
that's a good sign. Is there a lot of?
That's the sound of the police.
It's based around cops. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're detectives.
Cool thing is like undercover detective-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are,
Ethan Hawke's really good in it too.
are we gonna be able to make a good?
Electric Boogaloo.
I don't know about that. I mean, probably.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure we will. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
You want me to give it to you now? I can actually give it to you now. You
so-
want it now?
Oh no.
Let me double check real quick. But next week is episode 150 of this, right? That's what I told you.
I believe
If
so.
last week was 148, I think. Yeah, it was. So, yeah, this is 149. Okay. So, Hess, next week for Training Day, would you like to come
Yeah.
over here, or would you want us to come to your house, so we can do episode 150 together?
Either way, I don't mind coming over there. I just don't know. Like today, I didn't get home till 2:45. So either way, I don't know what your schedule is, Nick. Next Monday.
I'm off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you I guess we can figure it out.
I don't care either.
We can figure it out
I
later
don't care
too.
either
just,
way.
Just whatever would be
Okay.
easier. We could pack up all that shit easily and go to your house. But I thought it'd be fun to do our 150th episode together.
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah, that's fine.
maybe Hess could hit some of the boards.
I don't think Hess has.
We'll be at
access.
his house and he'll pull out his cock and be like,
You ain't wanting to fuck with me, baby.
Jesus. How are we gonna play Warzone afterwards?
"We'll have to,"
In traffic.
and then we'll get home and Hess, we're on. And he's like, I already won twice with Peyton. I'm off.
Yeah, I'm getting off.
Yeah.
I gotta go eat.
I gotta go get some dinner. Yeah.
You're such a fuck ass.
What was that?
Wow.
You're such a fuck ass.
That's Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
from Donnie Darko.
Last week. It
Little
didn't sound.
hostile there.
A little hostile there. You know what's
I
really
like your panties.
What's really funny? Hess said something. I was editing the podcast, and he said something in
Like your panties.
that tone of voice, and I was like, "Oh, I do get how he thought that was his voice because it was like the perfect way he said something, and it was like, hey, he was like,
Yep.
hey Nick, blah blah blah, and I was like,
He's
whoa,
great.
that was a very similar voice.
He's like, I gotta start sounding like that guy so I don't sound so dumb when I ask it to me.
You know what would be cool if I mean it's too late to do it, but it would be cool if we had like to do like a minimum of 5 movies of the same. So we had to like watch 2 more Jake Gyllenhaal movies until we could
Oh.
move. 'Cause
That'd be
I kinda
interesting.
Like that. I kind of like doing the multiples. Like I know it worked out with Spider-Man or whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean,
We
I'll
wouldn't-
watch 3 Denzel movies if you want to do it that way.
I'm down.
Well, whenever you guys want to end this, like doing it the way we're doing it with the Twitter poll and all, which I guess you could still do the Twitter poll. But I want to do an award show, so we get like all the movies we watched so far for this random ramblings,
Mm-hmm.
and then we give like 10, whatever, how many awards we want to give out. That'll be the whole podcast. Is just being like, what's the best movie you watched, and then we'll have to argue and shit.
Okay.
But then we can start a new way if you want to be like, all right, we're gonna start Brad Pitt. We'll watch 5 Brad Pitt movies, and then we'll do a Twitter poll. We'll each pick an actor and see where we're gonna go next or whatever.
5 seems a bit much because that's like a month.
3.
It was just an
Yeah.
example, okay?
No, I'm just saying it's my input. Is 5 is way too much.
Because like I honestly was gonna pick The Equalizer, but I was like, there's no way Nick's picking it for sure because he's already seen it this year.
Well, that's why you just gotta
And then-
sweet talk me and be like, hey Jerome, what could I do to
And-
get your vote?
And then you were like, Training Day, so I was like, I'm voting for that anyway, so I'm not gonna.
I had a feeling
Okay.
you'd vote for Training Day.
I had a feeling you'd vote for Shooter,
Wait,
but then it turns out that
You're such a fuck ass.
The problem is I really wanted to vote for Shooter because I fucking love that movie, but I like Training Day a lot too. They're both up
yeah.
there.
Well, just keep in mind that every time hey, who do you think is a better killer, Shooter or John Wick? And I'm gonna say John Wick because you voted for John Wick. You didn't vote for Shooter, so now I know you don't like him as much. Just keep that in mind.
You're such a little angry bitch.
A little hostile there.
I mean, Denzel won Best Actor for this movie.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what.
Fucking.
Don't get me wrong, I don't give a flying fuck what you think.
You want to do our movie list?
Sure.
Let's see. I watched 197 movies this week, Now, if nobody
Jesus, so what's your total?
Oh, sorry. This year so far. And for those who aren't in the know, Hess upped our movies last week to 430 we have to get to by the end of the year.
Is that like official?
Yeah, it was official last week, dumb fuck. God. So where did I stop? I think Bo Burnham Inside is where I stopped. I watched Bad Samaritan with David Tennant. Leatherface. Ugh. Fucking weird movie. Origin of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Literally in the movie, they try to trick you into thinking this other kid's Leatherface, but me and Taylor weren't buying it. It's like he goes from looking like Damien, and then 10 years later he turned into Hess. So we're like, well, how did that work?
How do you know Hess didn't look like Damien when he was little?
10 years ago? In 10 years, you get that tall. Like everything about you just completely changes in 10 years.
Yeah, Hess used to be blonde.
Whoa.
Did you just call me fat?
No, I'm just saying. 'Cause, like, it literally was a kid like this big, and then the next scene it was like the.
And then he turned into Hess. What does that mean?
Well, because he was so tall. And he was just a big dude, and they're like, oh, clearly they want him to look like Leatherface. Like that looks like a guy that like how he looks.
So you're saying
normally.
they should have cast a different kid?
And then it turned out to be the skinny little dude. It was supposed to be a trick, but we're like, we're not buying that guy.
The thing is, you were watching Leatherface.
Yeah, it's not that good.
And
then next, I watched
finish.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 Leatherface.
See, why would you put yourself through that?
That one was the other one was actually entertaining. It was because it was bad and because it was like a newly made. This was just bad because it's an old movie and it was boring.
Weird Poe.
And then I watched Spider-Man: Far From Home. Scoob. The first 10 minutes of Scoob is good. It's him as a child. It's the kid from Good Boys voice and Shaggy and all that's really interesting. And then it jumps to however many years later, which I actually found like interesting because they like made it like the Scooby-Doo theme song is how they did the time jump. So it made it kind of fun. But then the guy who voices Shaggy was horrible in it.
You were just mad because it wasn't Matthew Lillard.
No, it literally sounded like a normal dude talking, and then every once in a while he'd be like, Scoob! And like talking like Shaggy, and then it'd just be a normal dude talking. It was horrible. And then I watched End of Watch, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, Summer of '84, John Dies at the End, and Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
You know what's funny?
What?
I didn't write down End to Watch.
Oh, well, now it's not on your list anymore. You can scratch it off. Once the day passes, it's not on your list. It doesn't count anymore.
I finished it this morning.
Oh, you little
fucker.
Yeah, well.
You're such a fuck ass.
So that gives me 202.
Oh, well.
Oh, I want to get to 200 this year. It's going to be so hard.
I never said that. I said I want to watch
200.
200 movies this year, and you're like, I'm going to watch 201.
Yeah, because you acted like it's going to take you the entire year to get to 200.
It probably would have had you not been a dick about it.
I wasn't being a dick. I'm just saying I'm going to watch movies.
I would like to redact my overall total.
No, fuck your mom.
Oh, so you're going higher than 430?
Yeah.
No, I want to go lower.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously around Thanksgiving, the holidays, it's going to be harder
to
watch movies.
Not for
so
Jerome.
I was thinking
400?
386.
386. So that's such a random number. I like that though. Okay, 386. That's good.
386. All right, that's just a number.
You're like
spoke to me.
Russell Wilson, Tony Romo,
back out into the universe. Yeah.
And Baker Mayfield.
That's a big Twinkie.
386.
All right, I can dig it.
All right.
Like I said, I know the holidays is going to be butt fuck crazy. Not a chance in hell you're going to be able to watch like 10, 15 movies a week.
Probably not.
Or maybe so.
But we probably might not even be doing a podcast.
I'm saying
I just fucking sound like a retard.
The podcast.
Saving Home Alone for Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna watch Home Alone right now. All 5 of them.
Good for you. All right. I left off a Spiral, right? So I watched Men at Work, which Jerome made fun of me for. Then I did? Yeah, you're watching Men at Work. I thought it was Men at Work.
No, I made fun of you for watching those nerdy boys doing.
Oh, Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
And then I watched The Longest Yard, which Jerome comes out and, are you watching The Longest Yard?
Yeah, and I was like, well, it's real interesting you're watching The Longest Yard, because I remember a few weeks back, we were all picking movies after Scream, and I was like, I'm going to pick The Longest Yard. Hess keeps wanting me to watch a football movie. You like Adam Sandler and Courtney Cox. Didn't get a single vote.
I thought I voted for it.
And guess what? A couple weeks later, Nicky Poo decides to watch the movie that I picked and he didn't even vote for. It's just kind of interesting how that works.
I mean, it's just weird how it works out. Sometimes you're in the mood for something, sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You're a retard.
I watched Spider-Man: Far From Home, The Rock, Shazam, which if I didn't know.
Did you do that on purpose? Because The Rock's gonna be Black Adam.
No. If I didn't know Shazam was in the DC universe, I would have thought I was watching a Marvel movie.
Especially when he goes in the store and Batman and Superman are. Like
Yeah, I mean, except for the obvious stuff, because it's fun.
No, yeah, it is a really fun movie.
And I've decided it's the best DC movie.
Did you see?
Well, except for like Dark Knight and shit. But you know,
what about Birds of Prey? Birds of Prey is way better.
It's good, but I don't know. I like
But did you see the video they did or the little trailer they put out like for the new one?
Mm-mm.
It's like a darkly lit room and like they're making jokes like it's supposed to like reveal Shazam and like his new outfit and all that.
Oh, really?
But
No,
it's just a pitch black room with him talking.
Then I watched Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, and then we haven't watched this in a year. Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh,
Dude!
shit!
Which I did giggle a few times at it, I have to admit. I watched Richard Pryor Admit the Logic. It's a documentary about him. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and End of Watch for 202.
Did anybody fly over the cuckoo's nest?
It's not a good ending to that movie.
Like your
Lobotomy, and then someone gets killed.
La 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 bottom me.
Sultan!
I was looking to see if I had a button for that, but I don't. They're not on here right now.
It's so funny. He's just like punching the fucking holes on the guy's suit. I was like giggling. Same with Harold and Kumar. That first one is hilarious.
Yeah, we watched.
I haven't watched it in a
we
long
watched
time.
Guantanamo Bay. We watched that, and then like a couple weeks later, I watched Guantanamo Bay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that one's fun, but not as good.
Yeah, the first one's great.
I remember the criticism being like entertaining, but it's not that great.
I
of a
forgot
movie.
Ryan Reynolds is in the first one.
Oh, is he really?
He's the doctor, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
he's like, starts getting all gay with him.
yeah. He's like, wow.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Hell yeah. Hey DJ, spin that track. Boop boop.
That's the sound of the police.
All right, ladies and gentle dudes, I think that's a wrap on the old podcast, my little chicken fingers. Did you guys have fun watching this and listening? Have a gay old time?
Jesus.
I'm guessing you didn't. Jesus. Might have to give Nick a little spanking after this podcast.
You're not getting anywhere near me.
I might be like, oops, a finger went in. My bad, Daddy. Wake up, Daddy's home. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you guys next week. Not just me. We're watching Training Day. We'll all be in our training uniforms and we'll be running laps in Hess's front yard, backyard, living room,
I don't think it's secondhand training.
bedroom. Oh, it's not?
No, but you'll have to do some LSD before we start.
Okay, I'm like,
Ooh.
we're doing like glow,
Right?
we're doing glow sticks in Hess's house.
I feel like a strobe light.
Wow. I don't know what that.
Pull out the penis and do the helicopter.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
A little angel dust. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, and pull up the
I don't
to
think,
Hess right in the beginning of the podcast.
I don't think you get out your glow sticks.
Wow. All right, well,
All right, well,
great finish, huh?
catch you guys next week. See if I'm on drugs.